morning, students. So we will start with endogenetic movements. In that we will start about the causes of earthquake. Yesterday we have seen about the earthquake. That what is an earthquake? I have given you the definition that shaking, that sudden tremors or shaking of the earth's crust for a few seconds is called earthquake. Now today we will see about the causes of earthquake. So the first is the moving of the plates. Now what is a plate? Moving of the plates. Plates means the crust floats. That the crust floats on the mantle, but this crust is not in continuation. कि जो crust जो float करता है mantle पे वो continuation में नहीं है. It is not continuous and it is separated into a small and large pieces. These pieces float over the mantle and also move independently, and these places, that is the small plate and the large plate, these small pieces are called plates. So moving of the plates. Then is the colliding of plates. Now these plates only, they collide with each other. Collide means आपस में टकराना. Then plates sliding one below the other. That these plates when in the interior of the earth, they slides one below the other. कि एक के बाद ऊपर, ऊपर के बाद नीचे. So their interaction goes in between these plates, between the small plate and the large plate. Then comes forming of fractures. Now what happens? Due to the moving of the plates, due to the collision in between them, due to the sliding of the plates one above the other, there comes a fracture. There comes a tension in the rock. And due to that, the forming of fractures in rock layers due to tension in the interior of the earth occurs. That what happens due to this movement of the plate, due to the colliding of the plate and due to the plates moving one below the other, due to that a tension gets created in the rock surface, and due to that tension the rock surface gets fractured, and when the rock surface gets fractured, there comes a sudden natural calamity, maybe in the form of earthquake or occurring of volcanic eruptions. So these are the causes of earthquake. That why earthquake comes? When in that particular place the plates move, and when that plates collide with each other, after their collision the plates they slide one below the other, and when these all things is happening, then there comes a tension in a rock layer, and due to that tension the fractures are formed in the interior of the earth, and due to the forming of the fractures there comes a volcanic eruption or the earthquake. So these are the causes of earthquake. Now see in figure 2.11, a simple seismograph and graph is given to you. So this is a richer scale, and below you can see one of the linings. The linings are given in a zigzag way. That is the PSL waves. PSL waves we will be seeing in our आगे हम देखेंगे. So PSL waves are the primary waves, secondary waves and surface waves. That P is P wave, S is your S wave, that is surface wave, P for primary wave, S for surface wave, and L is your surface waves. Okay? S wave जो है secondary wave है और L wave means surface wave. So now we'll see it further. Now Indo-Australia, Africa, Eurasia, North America, South America, Pacific and Antarctica, these are 7 major plates. The Earth's crust is made up of such plates. Oceans and continents are spread over these plates. Depending on the compression and tension formed in the interior of the Earth, these plates move in the various directions. Now, when the earthquake comes, what happens? We will see that the focus and epicenter की सबसे पहले earthquake जो आएगा एक focus point पे आता है. See figure 2.12. In that you can see the black point, that is a focus point. Now we'll see in your book page number 14. Because of the movement occurring below the earth's surface, tension is created and it keeps on accumulating. That movement which occurs in the interior of the earth, interior of the earth में ये जो movement बार बार हो रही हैं, due to that movement what happens, a tension is created, and as I told you in my earlier lecture, that there is a limit of holding anything. हर एक चीज़ को सहन करने की अपनी क्षमता होती है, अपनी कैपेसिटी होती है. सो दैट इज देयर इन द अर्थ ऑल्सो. So when high energy is released at the place where the tension mounts up, that is the center of the earthquake. Now it is called the focus or hypocenter. You can see a black dot in a picture in a figure 2.12. That is black point is a focus. So energy waves from the interior of the earth, whenever the movement is occurring below the earth's surface, all the tension is created over there. All the energy waves, they are coming there, they are coming there, they are coming there, and they are accumulating over there. And as I told you, there is a capacity of holding. So what happens from this point, the energy waves, they are scattered in all direction. कि यहाँ से भी energy waves जो है हर जगह जो है scattered हो जाती हैं, बिखर जाती हैं. Now the place on the earth's surface where these energy waves first reach is called the epicenter of the earthquake. कि अब इस focus point से जहाँ पे भी ये energy wave first जाती है, this is your focus point and this is your epicenter. कि इस focus से ये energy waves हर जगह पर scattered होती है. So the first where this energy wave goes, that is the epicenter of the earthquake, and it is the nearest place on the earth. What is this epicenter? This epicenter is your nearest place on earth. ये एपिसेंटर क्या है? ये सबसे पहले हमारे पास में जो भी अर्थ के पास जो जगह है वो है. So what happens over there? It is the nearest place on the earth's surface from the focus and it experiences the first tremor. कि focus से जब वो wave सबसे पहले वहाँ पर जाती है, that is the nearest place of the earth's surface, and the first tremor कि पहला earthquake का झटका, पहला भूकंप का झटका सबसे पहले यहाँ epicenter पर महसूस होता है. The epicenter is perpendicular to the focus and always keep in mind कि इस focus के हमेशा epicenter जब भी ढूंढना है, it will be a perpendicular to the focus. कि epicenter हमेशा focus के perpendicular में ही रहेगा. Now when the tension is released at the focus, the release energy it gets traveled in all the direction. कि जब हमारी waves जो energy waves यहाँ पे accumulate हो रही है, when they release the tension, these energy waves they are scattering in all the direction. वो हर जगह scatter हो रही है. So this energy comes towards the earth's surface in the form of waves, the seismic waves. Now it can be divided into primary, secondary and surface wave. So the first is the primary wave. Now say in your book, page number 15. These are the first one to reach the surface of the earth after the energy is emitted in the earth's interior. कि जब earth के interior में सबसे पहले energy release होती है, तो जो सबसे पहले wave जो पहुंचती है, सबसे पहले wave जो transfer होती है, that energy is P wave. That is a primary wave. Now they travel at a very fast speed from the focus of the earthquake in radial direction. Subjected to a P wave, particles in the rock move in the direction of waves to and fro. कि जो rock particles हैं, they also move to and fro. The wave moves to and fro. Therefore, these waves are called forward and backward waves. कि जब ये waves to and fro motion में move होती हैं, you know to and fro motion. So this are also called forward. कि एक बार wave forward जा रही है, फिर backward जा रही है, forward जा रही है, backward जा रही है. So these waves can travel through all the three states, that is your solid, liquid and gaseous state. But while traveling through liquid medium, their direction gets changed. Why the direction gets changed? Because when these waves enter to a liquid medium, they get distracted. Destruction occur over there, and that's why their direction gets changed. It is because of the primary waves that the buildings on the earth's surface मूव बैक एंड फोर्थ, कि जब सबसे पहले भूकंप का ट्रेमर महसूस किया जाता है, जब सबसे पहले भूकंप का झटका आता है तो बिल्डिंग शेक होती हैं, दे मूव फॉरवर्ड, दे मूव बैकवर्ड, दे मूव फॉरवर्ड, दे मूव बैकवर्ड, दैट इज ड्यू टू दिस पी वेव. देन कम्स सेकेंडरी वेव, द वेव्स विच रीच द अर्थ सरफेस आफ्टर, कि प्राइमरी वेव के बाद जो वेव रीच करती है अर्थ सरफेस पे, दैट इज कॉल्ड सेकेंडरी वेव. These waves also they scattered in all direction from the focus of the earthquake. Their velocity is lesser than the P wave, कि इस secondary wave की जो velocity है, जो speed है, वो कम रहती है. The particles lying in the way of these waves they move up and down, कि primary wave में they move forward and backward. In this secondary wave they will move up and down. Now these waves can travel only through the solid medium. That in P wave we have seen they can travel through solid, liquid and gaseous. But this secondary wave they can travel only through solid medium. They get absorbed as they enter the liquid medium. कि liquid medium से वो जो travel नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि जैसे ही वो liquid medium में enter होंगे वो absorb हो जाएंगे. Why? Because their velocity is less as compared to P wave. That is why they get absorbed in liquid medium. Then the building on the earth's surface move up and down because of these waves. These are more destructive than the P wave. Then comes your surface waves. Surface waves which is very destructive. Because of that surface wave, the destruction is there because of the earthquake. Now these waves are generated of course because after the P wave and the secondary wave. कि primary wave और secondary wave के बाद ही ये surface wave जो है generate होती है and it reach directly to the epicenter. They travel in the direction of the circumference of the earth along the crust and they are highly destructive. That all the destruction which is caused in earthquake, it is all because of this surface wave. Now seismograph, it is the instrument, a graph, movement of seismic waves which can be generated, we can calculate over there. After studying the graph, the magnitude of the earthquake is shown. See figure 2.11. As I told you, those waves which are generated over there, these are called seismic waves. Why these waves are important? Because on the basis of this waves we come to know that what was the intensity of the earthquake. आपने न्यूज़ में सुना होगा कि भूकंप जो है इतने तीव्रता से आया, इतने स्पीड का था, 3.2, 3.4. In the starting of the chapter only we have seen that Nepal, it was 7.9 on Richter scale. So how this intensity is measured? On the basis of this seismic waves, and that instrument on which this waves are measured, it is called seismograph. So see, through the instrument a graph showing movement of seismic waves can be generated. After studying this graph, the magnitude of the earthquake is known. Figure 2.11 shows a simple seismogram and a seismograph prepared from it. Now with the help of modern technology, advanced seismographs have been designed, and with the help of even microseismic waves can also be generated. Now because of the technological development, now the advanced seismographs are available to us, and on that earlier we used to measure only the higher intensity of the earthquake, but now because of the technological development, because of the availability of the microseismic waves can also be calculated, can also be measured with the new advanced seismograph. So this was all about earthquake. Now we will see the effect of earthquake, that when earthquake comes, what effects are there? We have seen now causes, we will see the effect. What happens? Cracks are there. When the first wave come, when a first primary wave come, कि जब पहली वेव आती है, जब पहली प्राइमरी वेव आती है तो क्या होता है? बिल्डिंग गेट्स क्रैक्स, दे गेट फ्रैक्चर. सो क्रैक्स और फ्रैक्चर्स डेवलप ऑन द ग्राउंड. सी ऑन पेज नंबर 16, इफेक्ट्स ऑफ अर्थक्वेक इज गिवन. देन इट कॉजेज लैंडस्लाइड्स विच लीड्स टू स्लाइडिंग ऑफ द रॉक. लैंडस्लाइड भी होते हैं अगर बहुत ही तेज तीव्रता से अर्थक्वेक भूकंप आया है तो. देन sometimes the groundwater changes its course. That changes its course means कि जो बहती हुई नदी का पानी है वो अपना बहने का माध्यम भी बदल देता है. The river starts to flow in the opposite direction. That is why the groundwater changes its course. Wells may get dry up. Some areas get uplifted while some may get subside. कि कोई एरिया जो एकदम ऊपर की ओर आ सकता है तो कुछ एरिया अंदर की ओर दब भी सकता है. डिपेंड्स ऑन द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द अर्थक्वेक एंड द फिजियोग्राफी ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर रीजन. Tsunamis are generated in oceans. The waves can cause great loss of life and property in the coastal area. In snow-covered areas, avalanches may occur. Buildings collapse and loss of life and property occur. Transportation routes get disturbed and communication system gets collapsed. So these are the causes and the effects of